get started. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
The meeting notes, okay. Welcome to the TST meeting, everybody. It's TST meeting on July 8, 2025. And be aware that this meeting is recorded and will be published on YouTube channels. Yes, the first item of the agenda is about the certificate expiration of chartsopencode.org. Eric, do you have an update on that? You know, the situation now currently?
Yeah, that was fixed and we added auto renewal.
Okay, good. Then we will not have an expiration 6 months later again.
No.
Does that mean okay? Great then. I think Michelle is not here, so we have an announcement about the VOLTHA TST elections. Burak, Abilash, and Serkan reached their end of the term for TST membership, so we need to elect new TST members this year. Of course, they're welcome to nominate themselves again. We will be happy to see them on TST again. But we're also, looking for new TST members to be, nominees. And today, the end of the day today is the due date for nominations. If anybody thinks to be a nominee for the VOLTHA TST, please do it today. Abilash, I think Serkan, you and Burak, you nominated yourself again. Abilash,
yes,
Abilash, what's the situation with you? What do you think?
Yeah, I'll renominate it. I didn't get a chance. I'll reply to her.
Okay, great. Anyone else? Do you are you aware of that will be nominated? Other than you, Abilash.
I'll check from my side if anyone from Redis Sport want to nominate. I'll check and I'll respond to Michelle.
Okay, great. This is, as I said, today is the due date, so let's do it today, if so. And let's talk about the new release. What's the progress? What else do we need to do? What's waiting and what's done?
So 30th was, but I think so we'll have to extend. A few of them got merged. Thanks, Serkan Maher, for the reviews. So quite a bit of things have merged. Now I'm waiting for 3 of them. One is the disable ONU. So this hopefully by tomorrow everything should be resolved.
I saw a comment from Burak, 2 comments from Burak on that one.
Yes, I'll respond to that.
Okay. Okay, these have 3 different pages, I guess. One is from open.
This is different.
Sorry. One in OpenORT, one is in OpenORT adapter, and one in VOLTHA Protos, I guess. This one is also.
Yes. One is Protos, one in the OpenOLT adapter, one probably will come in the core, and one will come in VoltCuttle as well.
Okay, there are different task IDs in this.
Yeah. So I had created, I think so. In my team, they also created one. So
okay.
I'll change. I'll duplicate. So that one, once it is done, I'll just post it in the group. please review. Anyway, Burak is reviewing as well, and Sarkant is as well. So I'll just remind once the rest of the implementation is.
Okay. There's also one for multi-NNI support waiting. So I think we also need to merge this one.
Yes.
That-
So
okay.
this one, the adapter and the agent changes I have merged. This one I'll be merging it today or tomorrow. I'm just going through again. I had given a few comments, and I think those are already addressed. I will just go through it once and merge it. So the
Okay.
multi-NMI is also in.
What about this Go version upgrades in different components?
So this is the CI lint version upgrade, and
Upgrade
also the
Go,
Go upgrade.
yeah, it's also Go upgrade, and I see that Go is upgrade. We're going to upgrade it to 1.24, but in Volta prototypes it's 23, not 24.
Yeah, I'll check this. I haven't checked it yet.
Okay. Do we need
Especially
to merge? Are we targeting to merge also these upgrades before the release?
Yeah, I was just thinking about it because I don't want something to be broken at this point of time.
Yeah.
So that's why I had not merged them. They kept it on hold. Although few tests have run fine, but we'll do some more tests and see, or probably we can leave it later also. That also shouldn't be a problem for the next release.
Okay. So seems that multi-NNI, the disable ONU, if we can, the Go upgrades are the important ones that we need to merge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, great. So this, you said we need an extension. We cannot start it this week probably.
Yeah. One more week we will need, because the line cards has a bit of change there, and also this disable enable also another few APIs are required just to handle the corner cases there. So I will just post it once I'm done.
Okay, so this two items, I think you put them on the agenda, Avilash, is that correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, do you want to chime in? And
Yes. So apart from these two, I have one more for the ONU reboot optimizations. This also has to go in. So I'll just share my screen. I have a document prepared, and
okay.
I'll just explain how we are trying to optimize that. So I'll take the screen share now.
Sure.
Okay, I think so. You'll have to stop.
Start, yeah.
Okay. Let me know once my Word document is visible.
Yeah, I see the document.
Okay. Okay. So we are trying to optimize the ONU reboot call flow. So as of now, what we are doing is once the ONU is rebooted, right? So there is one option that the flows will be deleted from the controller, and OLT adapter will remove all the configurations and flows from the OLT, and the ONU adapter also will remove and reset all the state machine. So yeah, this works fine. But what challenges we are facing as of now is if there are multiple ONU reboots, right? Like a bulk ONU reboot, then what is happening is there are a lot of DB calls, there is a lot of processing which is happening, which will eventually configure the same things again on the OLT and on the ONT. And also the ONU configurations, if we take it, they are mostly static. Like once we configure the flows, they don't change unless we deactivate surveys or deactivate from the controller and reactivate with a different set of flow configurations or services, then it will change, or else most probably it will not change 99% of the time. So what we decided was to reduce the number of call flows, like all the flows getting deleted from the controller, from the core, from the adapter, deleting it from the device, the ONU adapter, clearing off everything. So we are reducing everything now. So what we're planning to do is once there is an ONU LOS, as usual, what OLT adapter now is doing is it's informing the ONU adapter that the ONU is down. Now, first point is ONU goes for LOS. Now, second point is OLT reports to the ONU adapter that the ONU is down. Now, the ONU adapter will reset the state machines, but it will still keep all the configurations in all the flow configurations. Why? Because on Uniport down, the controller will not trigger the flow decision now. Even though the ONU is Uniport is down, controller will not trigger. So now everything is intact. Controller hasn't deleted, core has it, OLT adapter has it, ONU adapter has it. Now all that means all the gem ports which have been created in the OLT, all the schedulers, the queues, the TCONT, the TCONT IEDs, everything will remain undisturbed. They are there and they're not removed. Now, once the ONU is back, okay, till now, any questions from point 1 to 5?
Nope.
Okay, great. Now, going to point 6. Now, once the ONU is back up and once it gets ranged, anyway, the default LOKD, the default TCONT and the default jump port is already there. And that is what will get configured. And we don't have to configure the schedulers, the queue, because they're already there. And also the gem ports and the TCONs for the service. They are there as well. Now, the ONU might have lost because we are doing a MIB reset anyway on the ONU. The ONU would have lost all the configuration. So what now ONU adapter will have to do is, anyway, TPs are there in the ONU adapter. The Uniflow configurations are there. Now, ONU adapter will go through them and configure all the MNEs accordingly with what all configurations are. Now, nothing changes in the OLT, nothing changes in the controller. It's just that the ONU adapter clears and then re-adds once the ONU is. So this is the optimization we have done. This will reduce a lot of processing, a lot of DB operations. Because as of now, we are finding DB also to be a bit like already up to the neck for the DB. It's consuming a lot of CPU and also going slow as well. So with this, it'll reduce a lot of load on the DB. And any questions here? You see any corner cases wherein this may not work or should be handled differently?
Yeah, Abhilash, I think a challenge is in here is, when we do some changes in the northbound, for example, during this ONU reboot, then what happens there? You know, if
Um,
ONU rebooted and you keep all the jump ports and schedulers, etc., still in the system, and before it comes back, if we remove the service from the ONU, for example.
Yeah, that should work as well. What if we remove the ONU services, right? Anyway, the state machines are reset. Now, once you remove the services, controller will remove all the flows.
Okay,
Now,
and
with that,
even the ONU is offline, ONU adapter will be capable of deleting these services, Yogi.
yes, yes. Even if the ONU is down, we are capable. As of now, it's working like that.
Okay.
So that should fall in place. That shouldn't be a problem.
Okay. And have you done anything about the OLT reboot case also, or it's only the ONU reboot case?
We have done only for ONU reboot case as of now. The plan is to do for OLT reboot also, but what we have seen is sometimes or most of the times when OLT reboot is required, it is usually some defect which has been messed up, either in the adapters or either in the OLT. So that eventually would need a cleanup of the OLT.
Okay.
So that's why we didn't do it. It's in the thoughts. Actually the plan was to do for OLT reboot as well, but later we thought that when will the OLT go for a reboot, especially situations like this wherein something has gone bad and it needs a cleanup. And if we have this in place, then and we're not cleaning it up, then again eventually we'll land back in the same state where it was earlier. So it's still in the works. We are thinking how to like enforce it. Like okay, fine, do a reboot, but also clean up. And we can also do like okay, fine, do a reboot, but don't clean up. So something like that is in the works, but yeah, probably it'll come later point of time.
I think for that, Abhilash, we also need a northbound API for resetting the ONU. So we will have now two operations for the ONU. One would be ONU reboot, and one would be ONU reset. Right?
No, actually, for the ONU, for the ONU, no. Actually, when we do a ONU reboot, right? So we have to just, if at all, we have to clear all the configuration. Then we just have to tell the controller that remove the configuration.
So self-rebooting is a different thing than saying reboot to an ONU. Is that correct? What I'm understanding.
Yes. So what I'm trying to tell is we need not tie the configuration, whatever flows have been configured to be removed to the ONU reboot, because the flow configuration can anyway be handled from the northbound application. Like if the northbound applications think that, okay, I'll have to clear everything, then the northbound applications can tell the controller, okay, fine, this is a clean of everything, clean up the flows and then reboot the ONU.
Okay, how do they differ these two different things? I mean, is
Yeah.
it ONU? How does the VGC or the controller knows that the ONU itself rebooted, or a reboot called by the user at the northbound?
So the anything above VGC and VOLTA, right? We can handle differently. Like we can anyway or anytime call the controller, ask the controller to remove the flows, regardless of rebooting the ONT.
Mhm.
Okay, now if we want to clean up along with the ONU reboot, okay, then we tell the controller, okay, fine, clean up the flows, and then we reboot the ONT, which we already have a device reboot. So we can call that. Now everything is clean. We don't have anything left. The flows are cleared, the schedulers are cleared, everything is clear.
So basically,
Also-
you're leaving it to the northbound
Yes,
application to to execute the workflow that they like.
yes,
You know,
correct.
it's
We are
it's not
leaving it.
Volta's workflow to remove at the northbound request, but we suggest to do. We suggest to the northbound applications to remove the flows when the reboot API is called.
Correct. So everything is in place now. The flow, the controller, the northbound applications can call the controller to remove the configurations, and also it can ask to reboot the ONU, and also it can delete the ONU as well if it literally wants to delete everything. So all the control is from northbound application.
So is there any situations like, let's say there is no service flow in the ONU, but in any way we want to reset the ONU, like start from scratch the MIP sync operation. If you want to start from scratch the MIP reset operation, are we going to able to do that?
Yeah, actually, even now, even when ONU is rebooted, right, we start with MIB reset. So a
Okay.
normal ONU reboot will start with MIB reset, collect everything, because we have templatizations now. If the software is the same and we already have the template, then we'll not go and fetch everything. It's just we'll use the template and go over it. If the software is changed on reboot, then yes, we will again learn the MIP from the ONU and create a new template. It's already there.
So nothing is changed through the ONU itself. You only did this change to keep the configuration in the Volta there. Not removing it.
Yes.
So the ONU side behavior is the same. You clean you go for MIP sync, and if any change changed on the ONU, then you clean it and reconfigure it.
Yeah, we are not checking it actually. Like we'll not do a MIP sync and compare it with what ONU has and what ONU doesn't have, and we push only the ones which it doesn't have. We'll just push everything again.
Yeah, I know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've tested it with all the things, and I also have considered a few things in our implementation, like so when the ONU is rebooted and the ONU adapter is reconfiguring the flows, then if the ONU adapter goes down, now it has to retrigger. So that also we have taken care. And also sometimes if the ONU has a bit of out of range power, right, then it'll start flapping. It'll come up, it'll get ranged, and as soon as it gets ranged, it goes down again. So in that case, what will happen, the ONU adapter would be in the process of configuring the flows. Now it goes down again. Now again, it has to restart. So that case also we have taken care. And also in the OLT adapter, we'll introduce a few flags, wherein now we'll also have to allow the discovery. even though the text profile is there and even though the devices exist in the OLT or VOLTHA. So that part also we have taken care. So we've done some tests. I didn't see any situation, or we haven't left any situation open wherein we haven't handled. So I would request you all to have a look once, think over it, and come up. Maybe I have overlooked something. Just post me if you see, or even if you have any questions, then I would be happy to take.
So is this planned after the release?
No, in this release itself,
Yeah.
plans to get this in because changes are all there. It's just that I had to give a brief for this.
Okay. Okay.
We'll not
Great.
enable this like in any of our workflows because we'll have a flag to enable this and disable this. We'll not enable in any of our tests as of now. We'll probably enable it and have a test case from next week.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, so because this is also to have vendors also to adapt to this changes. So that's why we want this in this case. Okay. No questions, then I'm done with this. I don't know how to attach this to the document, or I'll have to put it somewhere. Can I document here?
There was a document, Google Docs folder that we were putting, this kind of design documents, etc. And
Okay,
let me check let's check this directory, this folder. If you cannot find, inform me. I can check, and we can put document to there, and put a link of the document into the agenda, TST meeting notes. I mean.
Sure. I'll okay, I have it. I'll just I have the doc link.
Okay.
I'll just share the link.
Okay, perfect.
That's all from my side. Thank you. So Mahib, sir, can just have a look once, provide your feedback, and also I'll share the sets once we've tested.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Abhilash. Okay, great. Other than that, do we have anything else? Any comments for today? Oh, okay. Thank you very much, everybody. See you next 2 weeks later.
Thank you. Thanks all.
Have a nice day. Bye.